it again. Oh, why do I keep doing this to myself? Well, anyway, welcome back to another episode of Casual Play, Casual Help. And in this episode, episode 6, we'll admire Sobek's new skin. JK though, but still, this looks bussin', if I do say so myself. But anyway, in today's episode, we shall be looking at Anhur, Slayer of Enemies. And Anhur is, as you can see, a hunter, so he throws things, like this gigantic spear. And I would classify him as a hugely basic attack-oriented hunter. And a good thing about his passive is that anytime he hits somebody, it reduces their physical protections by 20. Excuse me. And most of his abilities, besides, for shifting sands doesn't do any damage, but increases damage for enemies that are within it. His disperse doesn't do that much, and Desert Fury, as you'll see, it is pretty decent, and Impale is also really good. But you have to make sure that you use it carefully, because you can knock people away. Okay, on to skins. It's not really that much that, in way that I own skins, but there's not a lot that I actually like. There goes the classic SPL Smite team skin. The Olympian is pretty funny because, of course, javelin throwing. The Shadows just a reskin, but darker. Duke Dandelions, which is pretty funny, and his javelin spear is like a pen. Is pretty nice.
Earthlings.
Star Lancer is also pretty neat, but obviously I don't have it.
Upon my allegiance.
The Royal Fury, which is practically a Johnny from Magic the Gathering.
War is all I am.
Star Slayer, I really don't care for. And plus, because it's limited, I can't get it anymore.
They will know fear.
The Impaler. Yeah, I like this one. It's really neato.
It's a fabulous day!
Cool Cat and all the other ones that are like this, I really don't care for. It's, it's so stupid.
Determined.
And this one, I wish I had. He's a damn gargoyle. And gargoyles are cool until they get caught in the sun. Well, anywho, off to an arena match. And if you've been keeping track with my track record of winning and losing, you'll see that I've lost a lot. And it's kind of annoying. But new day, a new match. And I think this is the best meme skin for Kukulkan. Kukulkan. Why did I mess that up? I mean, look at him. He's just a gigantic noodle. And pair him with Poseidon. Knee slap right there, and you practically got an unbeatable team. You probably pair that with Jing Wei and her summer skin, where she has a water gun. You got the perfect summer. But anyway, that's not why we are here. To look at meme skins and good skins and bad skins. We're here to learn by watching some guy that you don't know fail. And mainly for skins with Anhur, I just choose the dark one because I like it. It's cool. Because I'm edgelord, as my friends like to say. And so in typical fashion of building a hunter, like I've said in previous ones, you can pretty much use the same type of build for almost every single character. Like in my Amosin Cobb, but because he's more of a basic attack oriented, I'm going to switch a few things, like the Crusher, the Kanabo looking thing, with more of a basic attack oriented thing, instead of ability based. Because sometimes with Anhur's 2, which is Impale, if you hit somebody, it sends them backwards. And sometimes you can send an enemy god backwards out of somebody else's ability, which then of course just makes them mad. And which is where his first ability, Shifting Sands, comes in. Because if you hit it at the pillar, which erect, and you hit him against the pillar or any type of wall, you can stun him. But you really got to make sure that you hit it. And sometimes it's kind of difficult. Oh boy. Got 3 diamond people.
Warriors, to battle!
Let's see. For Anhur. Receptor would be kind of useful, but I like to go for Leather Cowl. Good power, mana regen, and also lifesteal and attack speed.
They should fear me now.
Of course, as always, Odysseus bow for the chain lightning to help with minion clearing. And without further ado, as the Crab Rave plays, let's get into it. Now, my main strategy when playing with any hunter is basically just poke. And poking is when you basically just hit people and do damage. That's it. And also, it's pretty fun to use the pillar when someone is recalling to recall stop them. Now, a thing with the other team that we need to watch out for is Discordia and Ganesh. Now, Discordia has an ability where if she hits 2 or more of my team together, then we start attacking each other. It's works like a taunt, like the CC taunt, and it does a lot of damage. And with Ganesh is his silence that he has. And also Discordia's golden apple is pretty something else. Dang it.
I don't understand. You had such purpose, and enemy has been.
Oh, right. Oh, and also a thing to mention with Anhur's Leap, Disperse, is that if it hits somebody, then it causes a bit of knock-up, which is really useful if someone's running away from you. And also can be used as a great initiator, but remember, let your tanks do the initiating.
Watch your step.
I've seen many people think of themselves as initiators as glass cannons, and then just get immediately wrecked. Alrighty. Got our Odysseus bow, and instead of Crusher, this one, we'll be going for Dominance. Now, Dominance is a new item that's been added almost a year ago, I would think. And as you can see, your basic attacks benefit from a 10% additional penetration, which combined with his passive of Protections debuff is really, really good. Yep, this makes me sad. And as you just saw was Desert Fury, and Anhur, and when I go into my ultimate, I am crowd control immune, or CC immune, and I throw a bunch of spears, one right after another.
Failure is not an option.
Yep, I forgot about Nuwa. The big thing to watch out for with Nuwa is her clay minions and her shining stone. And all that means is that if you get caught within it, you're probably dead. And another thing I forgot to mention about Ganesh is his dash ability, which if he hits you with it, it keeps you locked in place. And we all know that if you're CC'd and can't move, you're pretty much almost dead. I gotta do another retreat to regroup, resupply.
Beware the shifting sands.
Ah, dang it. Yeah, I'm just gonna take this time to take out their jungle buffs. It's always a good idea to get free money. If they can't benefit, that's even better. Yeah, big thing to realize about Bologna is that she is a good boxer, which means that her basic attacks are pretty devastating if you're a glass cannon. And the way that she's building defense, as you can see, it's kind of difficult to get a good, attack on her. Because if you've been seeing my numbers pop up, I've been doing like almost 50 per. It makes me sad. Oh, come on. Get him! Why must you do this to me?
Your teammate has fallen prey to a grim.
Do 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 do. Ooh!
That one was grim bait.
Nice job.
Always got to congratulate someone on a raw snipe. You always got to make sure that if the enemy team has a Janus or a Neith, to always look behind you when you're going into your base to make sure that you don't get sniped. And for my next one, as per usual, coincides, as you can read. Deal additional damage based on an enemy god's maximum health. And hopefully dominance will help with my damage output. Get his ass. There we go. Oh good, I'm doing 70. Well. Yeah, probably.
Hit me.
I'm gonna go. But first, pick up attack speed and be on my merry way.
Failure is not an option.
Let's see.
An ally.
Yeah, surprising thing about the enemy... Okay, yep, a surprising thing about the enemy team.
They should fear me now.
Both Nuwa and Discordia don't have the Chronos Pendant, but Ganesh does. And judging by his build, it looks like he's going damage. And Bologna is going tank, which is kind of weird, but then again, I've seen weirder. Always gotta make sure to kill the big minion. Run away. Ah. Man, we're not doing too bad.
That one was
Uh-oh.
gripping.
Ooh. Nice job, Janus. And here we are with Quinsides.
More fury for my
Next one, of course, is Bloodforge. And anytime I kill an enemy god, I gain a blood shield.
So,
Or just a shield.
beware the shifting sands.
Away from me. What the? She materialized out of thin air.
you are pretty cool.
Ooh. That boy just got bowling balled. And also, once you get good enough with Anhur and you're running away from somebody, you can turn around and huck your second ability and impale at them to give you some distance. Just trust me, you're going to need distance with a melee attacker like Bologna. Because if she went full damage, and I've seen people do it, they can mess up a lot of people.
Failure is not an option.
Beware the shifting sands.
That one was gripping.
My fury.
Ooh. Away from me, dang it.
You have been slain.
Okay, that is a bit weird of a build for Ravana down there. Looks like he's going for a damage and defense oriented thing, or probably just HP in general.
Your teammate has fallen prey to the
But
grim.
but either way, let's dwell on insignificant things. Revenge. See, it pays to work with your team. But with man, it is impossible. But with different deities from different religions, all things are possible. I'm sorry, Jeebus. And that's a big thing that people actually want in Smite is when's Jesus gonna be put in? I mean, the thing is that you really can't, because he was a real person, and all the gods from different mythologies and religions were fake. Sorry to burst that bubble, but there is historical documents and writings about Jesus, and it's not debating on whether he's the Christ or not, because that's not what we're here for. It's just saying that he was real, despite what you believe and don't believe. Run, Janus, run!
An enemy has been slain.
I'm so bad.
Shifting sands.
Get her! Get her!
Form.
Alright. Anyway, enough debating philosophy and religion, off to getting
More
Bloodforge.
fury for my
And our favorite crit item, Deathbringer. Now, if you remember from my Medusa video, if you've ever watched it, you've seen in that video Medusa go triple crit items. Now this I don't condone, because that just means that you're just bad at the game. But I will say that you can have multiple crit items in combination with another one.
That one was Grimbait.
Like a big crit item duo is Deathbringer and Wind Demon, which would be this one.
So, your teammates.
And with Wind Demon is that anytime you have crit, gain. Run away from this person. That was a close one. Get out of here.
I'm not that
Hey,
impressed.
got him.
Yet.
Oh, well, they surrendered. How about that? Well, for my last item, I guess I got Wind Demon. Offers crit, physical penetration, and attack speed. Well, that's a first. Win by surrender. Sometimes you're just that lucky. Well, anyway, hope you've enjoyed this episode of Casual Play, Casual Help, and I'll see you in the next one.